Namaste, Jai Bharat. Toys. Even grown up people like toys. And toys are very interesting. But then toys are not that innocent as we all take. Toys are also cultural symbols. And through toys, market, through the toy market, there can be cultural innovations in the society. This is not a possibility, it's not simply a plausibility, it's a reality. Look at Chinese toys. See, we used to have, the China's of course made the toy business global. The plastic toys are cheap, in spite of not having quality, cheap, because toys, no one wants toys to be permanent. People don't buy toys, the toys they grade from this age to that age to this age to that age. That itself says that life of a toy is 6 months to a year at the most. Normally what happens in our houses that you buy a toy and give it to a child, after 5 days he abandons it. He plays it for a couple of days. Then its novelty vanishes. Then it turns into something else. Therefore, the lifetime of toy is supposed to be very less. Therefore, China wisely makes cheap toys. Cheap toys. Of course, they have not given much attention to the quality aspect of it. No one bothered. But then there is something serious in it, in the sense that children play with it. It should be safe for the children. That aspect has to be looked. Indian people are supposed to look into that safety aspect of a toy in the hands of a child. Child will rub it all over his body. If it is too small a child, even little big children, even they themselves can be concerned about the safety of such things with they themselves. So that aspect has to be looked into. Must be people are looking into it. So these Chinese toys were flooding Bharatiya market also. And look at the area where my Prime Minister explores. Just look at a person. He thinks about everything. He thinks about everything. He tries to understand everything, and he tries to make everything Bharatiya. That Atmanirbharta. So he had to struggle to make, so several agencies come together to make toys in Bharat. Then in last 4 or 5 years time, the toys of Bharat started getting exported. One thing, the quality is guaranteed, and the toys are cultural symbols. We used to see only Chinese plastic toys, but then Bharat had history of making toys. You find the Vedic civilization, Saraswati Valley civilization, which people wrongly, mistakenly called as Indus Valley, because that's not really the case. Indus is Sindhu. Sindhu Valley should be, if it is really Sindhu civilization, should have been on both sides of the river Sindhu, which is not the case. It's only to the south of Sindhu river. That makes it Saraswati Valley more confidently, correctly, though the river Saraswati got dried up but still flows underground. We call it as Gupt Saraswati. And surfaces at many places, and wherever Saraswati surfaces, that is a Triveni to Hindus. So in the Saraswati civilization time onwards, we had toys. And all Bharatiya toys of past, before this plastic age and China age comes, were wooden toys. And these wooden toys are so wonderful toys, and many of them were very technically complicated. Many pieces of wood is joined together, and there are some locks and unlocks, very, very imaginative and very innovative kind of things they have made. So we have versatilized it. That is, varieties of toys we started making. That is not just plastic. Other materials like wood, they are traditionally our toys. They also started making, which later China started copying. China also started copying our cultural aspect of toys. China really made a big hit by understanding the cultural focus on toys, which Bharat made initially. They made a big hit in the global market. They made new toys, which many times the toys have become a status symbol also in many places. So we have also made a toy revolution. We have our own toys, which are better, much better, cost wise and quality wise both, and safety wise. So no one has thought about this area, but look at my Prime Minister. He thought about it, he understood it years before and made it possible, and now the toys made in Bharat are available. People welcome because they are much better than the other toys available in the market and cost effective, both quality wise and cost effective wise. So this is something which many people, most of us don't pay attention to, because we grown up and we go old, so toys we don't look at, but when we see a toy, all of us will look at it. Toys really are interesting to all of us, though we can't play with these things anymore. We shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Sri Ram.